What is up, Card Kingdom family? Kenji back for some more drafting here on the streets of draftmancer.com. We got some more team drafting. Sorry about that, had my webcam turned off. We've got some team drafting here, and we're playing with two Pro Tour champions, Remy Fortier and LSV, the Pro Tour champs. It is Team Numot, that is me, Nam, and Remy versus Gavin, LSV, and the Adonis. So this is now the vintage cube that is from Magic Online. This is the exact cube that is Magic on Magic Online, and it's going to be up starting, well, maybe a couple days before this video gets released. But anyways, we've got a Time Twister here, a Grim Monolith, a Misty. I'm going to take the Time Twister over the Grim Monolith because I like draw sevens quite a bit now. Normally, I think you're probably supposed to take the Monolith or the Fetch, but draw sevens have a lot of good utility, and I like doing blue combo decks of sorts, so that's a good pickup here for me. Pick one, pack one. Into a rather generally weak pick two, I think. You have like Draga Tree Speaker for the green deck, or like Frantic Search for combo nonsense. I don't think you really want to take too many other cards here as a second choice. I mean, maybe if you have an affinity for like a white aggro strategy, excuse me, you take Thalia, but I kind of like taking the Frantic Search here and just kind of leaning into maybe some blue combo of sorts. Let's do that. I got some OG art uploaded here. There's a Dark Ritual. We could just take the Ritual and look to be Storm. There's a Birds of Paradise. Mishra's Workshop. I love a good artifact deck. Iona for some Reanimate nonsense. We could definitely do that as we took Frantic Search, but I think in any scenario, you're probably supposed to just take the Ritual here, especially with the start I have. This is good. Twister, Frantic, Ritual. We've got something stewing and something brewing. But yeah, thanks for watching here on the Card Kingdom channel. As always, don't forget to check out cardkingdom.com/Numot for all of your Magic card needs. The stickers are in the store, so if you order anything with Card Kingdom and just ask for, say, a That's Magic Baby sticker or a Numot sticker, they will send them out to you. If you did make an order and did not get a sticker, and you did ask for one, reach out to support. There was an issue initially, so go check that out. We've got a Grizzlebrand here, an Echo. I think Echo tends to wheel, and remember this is, so, okay, I actually should point out that since this is a 3v3, we're only going to open 360 cards, right? Or 270 or something. We're not going to open a lot of the cards in the cube, so Storm is a little bit of a riskier play because of that fact. So I'm going to take the Grizzlebrand there, because we know, at the very least, Grizzlebrand is good in multiple archetypes. If I try to force Storm and it doesn't work out, it's super, super weak. A Leovold for the Time Twister is not terrible. Life and Death is a good reanimate effect. It is effectively a 2-mana reanimate, right? Return target creature card from your graveyard to play. You do lose life equal to its mana cost. There's a Through the Breach here we could take with Grizzlebrand. There's a Xander's Lounge, excellent fixing. I'm going to take the Life and Death here, as we already have Frantic and Grizzle. I think that's a good place to be. A couple of duels, but those are not the or tri-lands, but they're not the tri-lands we're looking for. Bitter Reunion here could be okay for the reanimate strategy. Inferno Titan. Scrapwork Mutt actually does some okay work, right? ETB, you may discard a card if you do draw a card, so some value there. Misery Shadow is good, but I don't think that's the card we want. We'd rather have something like a Dothy Voidwalker. I'm okay just taking like the Inferno Titan as another good reanimate potentially. Wow, okay, so I know I overvalue artifacts, but I was considering first picking Grim Monolith out of our opening pack, and we're getting it back here, so kind of crazy. There's a Chalice, Renin 6, Reservoir. No, that is just, I mean, if you're going to pass me a Monolith, I'm going to take it. Ashen Rider for another reanimate target is fine. Ulamog is good with the instant speed reanimates, or if we get Through the Breach on the wheel. Tree Speaker's not bad. Would we rather take Ulamog here? Or Ashen Rider? I think I'm going to go with the Ulamog. Not a bad start. Not a bad start at all. But yeah, as I was saying, because it's a 3v3, we're only going to see half of the total cards in this available pool. There's an Iona for Reanimate too. Okay, I mean, if I take Iona now, we don't need to find any more targets for Reanimate. We'll just have all of them that we need. As we get a nice fact or fiction here. I guess they've added Urza Lord Protector, and Mightstone must be in this as well, but Poff's a good one. I think I take that over Thief. Containment Priest is going to be an annoying one for us to fight against, but no big deal. We could still be Storming. I think Grizzlebrand is actually very, very decent in Storm, because you just have some like random ways to cheat him out, and then you draw 7, so it acts as a good draw 7 in a Storm deck. Also just a backup win con of sorts, of course. They have made some changes to the cube, as we get a Leovold here. Okay. Good with the Time Twister, and 2 of the colors we were already thinking of playing, black and blue, so not too shabby. I should probably start taking these green cards, but there is a blue-green land here, I guess. Well, blue-green land probably got to be the right choice. Desperate Ritual, that's okay. I don't like the red rituals in Storm, save for exactly Seething Song, which does net 2 mana. Reservoir, I don't know why Tameo, Collector of Tales, is in this cube. It's generally pretty weak, I think. We could Reservoir for Storm, of course. Wow, it's a late questing beast. Okay. So, a decent start one way or another. Blue Sun Zenith, if... This is a win con if you can generate infinite mana, but... Wow, 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 what a second pack here. I don't know what Triplicate Titan does. 9/9 Flying, Vigilance, Trample for 9. When it dies, you make a 3/3 token with Flying, a 3/3 with Vigilance, and a 3/3 with Trample. Oh, interesting. So, I lose on Tinker here, which really sucks, but obviously you can't pass a Mox Sapphire. Tinker, Imperial Seal, Lion's Eye Diamond, Memory Jar, Scalding Tarn. It just is what it is. Wow, another really good pack. Oh, notably, they have added new artifacts to the Magic Online cube. They've added the talismans. So they've replaced all of the signets with the talismans. And that's a good swap, I think, right? Unlike signets, talismans you can add for mana, or you can tap them for mana immediately if you only have 2 lands, right? If you have 2 mana, you play the talisman, you can add any of those 3 options. With a signet, you can't do that. Now, we have a very easy choice here for us. It's just going to be Sheoldred. This is another card that is top 20 in the cube. It's just too good. And we already have 1 draw 7 effect. So that's an easy pickup here for me. Passing a Verdant, Flooded Strand. The Talisman I would really like to come back. Easy, easy Sheoldred, though. I might not run the Leovold. We'll see. We're still questioning if we're playing any Reanimate nonsense, because I still only have that 1 way to discard. There's a Mind Twist now? A Wheel of Fortune? A Fast Bond? Holy smokes. So, this is pick 3. That means Remy passed the Mind Twist and Gavin passed the Mind Twist. I mean, I'm not gonna complain. I'm gonna take it. We have a few different ways to accelerate out our mana as well, right? Dark Ritual, Monolith, and Sapphire, so... Okay. Oh, they've added Mystic Forge to this cube. You need a lot of artifacts or / colorless cards to make that thing work. For us, we have like a Talisman that adds blue-white, wouldn't be bad. There is a Tower that adds blue-white-black, so blue-black wouldn't be bad. If I had a fetch, I might take the tower. I kind of actually like taking the talisman here a little bit more. Oh, Cruel Ultimatum was added to this. I think they've added actually quite a few of the ultimatums too. Let's just take the talisman. Very interesting. I'm hoping that Wheel of Fortune also comes back around. We'll have a couple different combos. If I get the Wheel of Fortune, I will probably try to get the Leovold back in the deck. And the reason for that is, if we have Leovold with the draw 7, and then only we benefit from it, but because we also have Sheoldred, if we give the opponent 7 cards when we have a Sheoldred, they're just going to take 14 damage. Okay, there is another one of the ultimatums. That's one of the newer ones. Sadly, no land here for me. I could just take Upheaval. There's an Emrakul here as well, but we have seen very, very little reanimate effects. So it could be that the reanimate plan is kind of dead. And remember, somebody took the Through the Breach from pack 1, so we might still try to run Grizzlebrand. The Iona and the Ulamog would probably lean towards being a cut right now. And let's take Upheaval. Mystical Tutor, there's a Tundra, man, some crazy blue-white fixing. Mystical Tutor is just way too good here. If you look at what Mystical Tutor grabs, it's just kind of all nutty cards, right? Upheaval, Mind Twist, Foff in a Pinch, Time Twister, Frantic, Dark Ritual, or even like the Death Reanimate card. My biggest issue right now is that I haven't picked up much fixing, but if we're just straight blue-black, that's less of a concern, I'll say. Jar is okay. I don't think we want that. Skydiver always, always, always performs extremely well. This is our wheel pack, so somebody took the Tinker, no surprise. Kind of want to just take the Time Warp, too. When I have draw 7s, getting Time Walk effects, even if they're expensive, is kind of good, I think. Especially good if I also get Planeswalkers, right? When you take extra turns with a Planeswalker on the battlefield, it is just good beats. See, here again, I'm tempted to take the Daze over one of the fetches. We have a black fetch and a blue fetch here. I guess the black fetch would make more sense because it would give us access to Leovold too. I don't remember. This might have been the Wheel of Fortune pack. Oh, Verdant Catacombs is so good, but I'm going to take the cheap interaction. Brainstorm versus Thirst. Let's take the Thirst. I don't have much in the way of creature interaction, so I think that makes sense over Brainstorm. High Tide on the wheel. Do we ever play High Tide here? We could be a lot heavier blue. We have Frantic already. I could see High Tide actually being solid. Let's see, that is a Savannah on the wheel. We don't need that. We don't need Colonnade, and we don't need Elf. Let's take Massacre Worm for potentials. Dead Pack here for us. Well, I'm going to say it right now. I don't think I'm in a great spot, but I don't think we're in a terrible position either. We're certainly missing some pieces. But that's what pack 3 is going to be for, I'm sure. Not what we wanted. There's a channel there. Probably the best overall card. Inquisition's always solid. There's a Gataxian Probe we could take. Baleful Strix. Why do I almost want to take the red-green Talisman? That makes no sense, though. It's probably just Probe, right? It's a safe pick. Although, I guess the Inquisition's also quite good. Yeah, I'll take the Inquisition and pass the Probe, which might even wheel. Skull Clamp. Oh, they've added Crystalline Giant. Pest Infestation, probably the best card here. Card is absolutely bonkers. There is an Exhume if I wanted, but again, I don't think we're really doing the reanimate game plan. I have just one way to get a card in the graveyard, and that's Frantic Search. But then what am I taking? I guess there's a Snapcaster Mage that's okay. Zagoth Triumph, pretty good. There's a Brain Freeze, but we don't have, like, Will or anything. I guess I should probably take the blue-black land at this point. There's an Atraxa. Dismember's solid, Liliana's okay. Gearhulk hits instants only. I think people oftentimes forget about that, but we do have a solid number of instants. If I had taken Exhume, I'd probably take Atraxa, but maybe we just take the Dismember here. Pretty safe pickup, feels like. That's a Bazaar of Baghdad. So Chart a Course, Cryptic Command, Worm Coil. I think I like Cryptic, try to wield a Chart a Course. Paradoxical Outcome is in this. Not good for us. We have Brutality. I like Brutality quite a bit. And there's Helm of Awakening for the Storm deck too, but... yeah, maybe I should have tried not to lean into Storm initially because this is a 3v3 instead of a 4v4. That might have been my bad. Is this from your graveyard only? Yeah, from your graveyard to play, okay. Can I get bailed out by something? Overgrown Tomb for Leovold. Sower of Temptation. What is Sail into the West? Starting with you, each player votes for Return or Embark. If a Return gets more votes, each player returns up to 2 cards from their graveyard to hand, then you exile it. If Embark gets more votes or is tied, each player may discard their hand and draw 7 cards. Oh. A blue-green Wheel of Fortune of sorts. It's kind of cute. I think I like taking the dig through time here. Over the Tomb. Alright, so our initial pack comes back. And it's a lot of junk. Red-green Talisman looking pretty sad. I guess if I take the red-green Talisman, we can just throw the Leovold in the deck. As far as Headquarters would get back in. No blue or black cards is awkward. There's Snappy on the wheel. That's not terrible. We actually have quite a few instants and sorceries that are okay. Another green fixer if we wanted to. Or we take Gearhulk now with Cryptic, Fa, Frantic, Dismember, Daze, Mystical, High Tide, Mind Twist, Ritual. That seems fine. Worm Coil Engine also seems okay as a sideboard card. Somebody took my Exhume, but that's not surprising. There's Helm of Awakening. Paradoxical Outcome. Yeah, I don't think that works. Getting Overgrown Tomb back is nice. Alright, well, this was failed Storm. Should not have tried this in a 3v3. My mistake. Rightfully punished. Maybe I should have just taken the Exhume as a backup. But it is what it is now. I don't think this deck is complete garbage, but I would be very, very thrilled if we pulled off even two wins with this deck. I would imagine this deck oftentimes goes 1 and 2. Anyways, we'll submit this, export it over to Magic Online, and we'll build it over there. We'll be right back. Okay, here we are for our deck building of this Team 3v3 Vintage Cube Draft. I think we're going to settle on something like this, and maybe just 16 lands, or in this case, 15 lands plus 15 lands plus Mox Sapphire will probably be fine. Let me fix this. There we go. So I think our deck is reasonable, but not what I want for like Vintage Cube, right? I mean, in teams, your decks are generally a little bit weaker, I would say, overall. But I am not super confident with the end result here. Now, again, I do have some cards that can individually win on their own. Sheoldred, sometimes Leo, Gear Hulk, Grizzlebrand. The question is, do we have a good enough filler for the other matches? I'm wondering if I want to bring in Wormcoil Engine here as well. Like, I'm wondering if Wormcoil is just better than Upheaval in my deck. I guess we can always sideboard it in versus a more aggressive strategy, but... So my teammates are on like black, white stuff and mono red aggro. Remember, we passed that channel, so since none of my teammates are playing green, we have to assume they have a pretty stacked green deck over there. I mean, versus green, Wormcoil's pretty good and Upheaval's pretty bad, so maybe this is the right choice then. I don't want to still play that High Tide for the lulz, but I don't think that's right. All right, so we're going to go like this, and we'll do that 16 land, or whatever, 15 land Mox plan. So a bunch of islands, a bunch of swamps, and maybe one forest should suffice. I wonder if I should run the Murktide too, but I don't really want to run Murktide with the with Dig Through Time. All right, so I'm going to need to cut 3 lands here with this build. Let's see, 1, 2, this is a blue-green land, so yeah, we didn't want that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, that would be 4 green sources. 1, 2, 6, 7, 8 black. I guess it's just Leo, and then I have the Impulse for green as well, so I'm going to cut the forest, because I don't have a way to search a basic anyways, and then maybe 1 swamp, 1 island. That would be 7, 8, 9, yeah, 10 blue sources would be great. So talking with the teammates there, they're saying, is there a way that I can get in the Murktide Regent instead, possibly, while still running the Dig Through Time? I think I'm going to run with this iteration, so we'll submit this and go to round 1 here of this Team 3v3 draft. Stay tuned. Alrighty, here we are for round 1 of this Team 3v3. We're playing the Adonis. We are on the draw, unfortunately, but we do have a decent-looking hand. I would love to find, like, Inquisition or something off the top. Griselbrand off the top. Not that one. I guess I'm going to lead on Zagoth, Triome, and pass for now. And not run out the Mox. Versus Unknown. Versus Rafine's Tower. Okay. Especially versus green, I wouldn't want to run it out. He's going to run out the turn 2 Talisman. Actually, yeah, I don't mind firing off the Mind Twist here as a discard 2. Just a baby Hymn to Turok, basically. A 3-mana Hymn to Turok. Through the Breach and a Swamp. Okay, I'm guessing hitting the Through the Breach was really good for us. We can go land pass here, holding open Cryptic. Blood Crypt tapped, that's fine. I'm in no rush. Okay, we have a plan now. I'm gonna go tap land pass, set up for Time Warp, then after the Time Warp turn we can Leo Time Twister if we find a land. We're hoping he taps out for like Grave Titan or something random here. I guess I should have just countered it. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's go Time Warp. Let's go blue, black, green, Leo. Monolith. He might kill Leo here. But we're still going to fire off the Time Twister regardless. Nice. It worked out. Okay. Then Inquisition, or Talisman rather, since I don't have black. So he gets 1 card and then 1 for turn. Hope it's not a goodie. Did he draw Tinker? Oh god, I think he drew Tinker. We can Snapcaster Time Twister as well. Dothy. Oh, nice. Dothy Tinker? Wow, are you kidding? Those were the hits? Okay, we'll see what they get. Man, that's disgusting. Okay, Blightsteel Colossus is bad, but beatable. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, I have 6, 7, 8, 9 mana currently. I mean, it's probably just right to Snapcaster Time Twister. Remember, this does not do... This does not do sorceries. Yeah, that's really my only play. And then maybe hope to hit Cryptic. There's Cryptic. That will work. Wow, we almost drew like the same exact hand. Oh, the Voidwalker is so bad for me with Cryptic. Ah, shoot. I guess what I can do here is... Six, 7, 8, 9 mana, 10 mana. Yeah, I think what we're supposed to do is... I mean, I can bounce the Dothy, but then he would just replay it. Let me double check something on rules. I'm just double checking to make sure. I think if I Cryptic the Dothy Voidwalker, though, I think if I Cryptic bounce the Dothy, it will not exile my Cryptic command. So let's return the Dothy and then tap the creatures. Perfect. All right. And now we should be in a good spot. Perfect. Oh, okay. 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's just choose all 3 modes, discarding the 2 lands. Reveal, kill, drain. The lands will be exiled here, but that's okay. Thundering Titan, the last card in their hand. Time Warp. One, two, three, four, five, six. Oh, if I had drawn an untapped land here, I would actually be able to go Gear Hulk on Cryptic, bounce my Snapcaster Mage, and Time Warp for the win. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. We know they have Through the Breach, though, so I don't think I'm actually supposed to bounce the Blightsteel until after they go into combat. So let's just pass here. So let them go to combat. Nice. Whew. All right. That will work. Let's take a screenshot for our teammates. So, like, some kind of Esper through the... or Grixis through the breach. I guess Gix could be okay versus that. Dismember and stuff seemed a little bit wonky versus their creatures. I mean, I guess I need to leave them in for, like, the Voidwalker. Yeah, I think we'll just run this back. Try to do something similar for game number 2. How is this hand? If I really wanted to, I could draw for turn and then discard Wormcoil Engine and then death it back in 2 turns. But would a turn 3 Wormcoil really be good enough? Probably not, would be my guess, so. I think we're just going to lead on Headquarters turn 1, then we'll play Tomb, Talisman turn 2. There's a Talisman of their own. Oh. That would have made discarding the Wormcoil, which I could actually still do here, a little bit tempting. If this was Grizzlebrand, I think I would definitely do it. I mean, I can still make that play, can't I? I guess it's going to be a turn 3 Wormcoil either way. Okay. Let's do it. A couple things would get me here, but I kind of like the risk factor. Wormcoil's pretty solid versus a lot of the random breach targets and whatnot, you know? Oh, good thing I did it before the Dothy came down as well. Okay, so we go Swamp, Mox, Talisman, Death. So now they can cast Life and Death from their Dothy, but that's not too much of a problem. Now, if they kill Wormcoil, they can cast the Wormcoil, but I'd still get the tokens. Alright, they're just gonna go for ramp business. Maybe draw. That's fine. That's actually pretty good for us. I need to draw a removal spell here before I want to fire off the Time Warp, though. Yeah, see, I don't think I'm supposed... Because if I Time Warp, then they get Time Warp on the following turn. So unless I can kill them, it's probably not a good play, you know? Oh, here's Tinker. Tinker gets to kill my Headquarters. Oh, I guess maybe they just grab Lightsteel. Dang it. So, I guess it's just Cryptic Command again that we want to draw. I don't think Sundering Titan's the right grab here for them. I mean, maybe they have Blightsteel in their hand, and that would be lucky for us. Oh, wow, they did! They did simply just grab Sundering, so that leads me to believe Titan is in their hand. They will have to blow up their Blood Crypt there. Do I attack for 6? Not if I played my land first. I need to find a way to kill that Dothy first and foremost. After I kill the Dothy, everything is good. If I can kill the Dothy, everything is good. I think I just take the hit for 10. If I drew exactly Monolith and I played out the Snapcaster, I would win, but... Oh, oh God. Are you kidding? Oh my God. That's hilarious. All right, I'm gonna do it. They get Time Warp underneath Dothy now. Brutality also wins. Let's go ahead and cycle Triome. That's so sick. The odds of me drawing exactly Monolith there were so low, though. Kind of just feel like that was a little bit unlucky. Well, or in a world, very lucky. This will be a very telling moment if they decide to attack with Dothy. Because they get to play it for free. All right, here we go. Dothy Time Warp. What did they choose? Yep. Okay. I'm at 9. Lead them to believe that they're in a better spot than they are. If they attack, I probably have to block. If they don't do anything, then we flash in Snapcaster and we go for it. Mine collapse! Okay, fair enough. I mean, this is an obvious attack. They get to eat my swamp. They have to eat their own mountain. I get 2 3/3s. Let's freaking go! Alright, nice. Peaked early, got my 1-match win immediately. Good for us, we're 1-0. Let's go to the next round. Alright, here we are for round 2 of this Team Vintage Cube Draft. We're playing against the Alpha Frog, who is playing some, like, Teamer Soup nonsense. Oh, man. 1 swamp for the turn 2 Sheoldred. Well, actually, if I had a swamp, this would have been a turn 1 Sheoldred. Oh my gosh, that's so sick. I don't think I can keep this, though. That's too risky, but man. Golly. Well, we're on a pretty awful mulligan to 6 here. I think it's probably better for me just to go to 5. I mean, I do have Time Twister in my deck and stuff, and a Mystical Tutor, so... I just don't think turn 3 Leovold is going to cut it, you know? Well, I guess we'll look into 4 then. And there's the Time Twister. Okay, so we get rid of that, that, and that. So I know my opponent has a miscalculation in their deck, but that's the only counter I know of. Come on, Mock Sapphire. Damn. Well, hopefully they play like Sylvan Library here, which is also in their deck. Because if they just pass, I don't think I can do anything. Or rather, I think it's too risky to Time Twister. Alright, that's fine. Yeah, I mean, I'm just firing this off. Not even close. Okay, not shabby. Sadly, Caryatid is one I cannot kill, but our teammate Remy played against Alpha Frog earlier and noted Birds of Paradise, Noble Hierarch, Tree Speaker, Fairy Mastermind, Brazen Borrower, Phantasmal Image, Courser of Crewfix, Garrick, Cradle. So I don't know what the big payoff is for Alpha Frog. I don't know what they have. I don't have a way to get the Time Twister back, right? Oh, Snapcaster. Right, I have Snapcaster Mage that can maybe flash it back if we get lucky. Rabble Master. Oh. Weird. Okay. So maybe some kind of aggro deck of sorts. We can Thirst the Hex Drinker. Pay for Dismember the Goblin. Next turn, if I draw Swamp, I can Shoal-Dread. Otherwise, we can pass with Foth and Cryptic open. Oracle's annoying, and there's 1 land on top. There's 2 lands on top already, wow. Immediately draw 2. I guess I might just main phase the Foth then. Well, no, that's probably not worth. I just really don't want to get my Factor Fiction miscalculated, but I guess maybe that's the play. Actually, no, I want to make my land drops. You know what I'm going to do here? I'm going to main phase the Foth. And if we put like Worm Coil in the graveyard, we can death it or something, but we can also make a land drop this way. Easy pile 2 there for me. Courser, alright. Courser and Oracle is a bit redundant, but they can start gaining life now. Because it's not like they get to add an additional land drop. They can still play up to 2 lands. 3 cards left in hand. I'm at 11. Nothing sus here, just holding up 3 blue. Okay, no Brazen's good. Minsk and Boo on top of the deck. Drew a Birds, we don't care about that. Cycles the miscalc, draws the boo. Alright. That's good. Counter and draw for me. Excellent. Last card in hand. We knew that one. All right. So Hellbent, and they're drawing a Tree Speaker next turn. This is really, really good for us. Oh my gosh. We have the Snapcaster. The Snapcaster Time Twister as well for 14 damage. If they want a triple block, I'm okay with that, because then we can just death it back. Is this lethal now? Only if they don't draw Brazen. I mean, it's still so good, I probably have to go for it. And we get to see all of the cards they drew. They did draw Brazen. Garrick, Nissa, some other stuff. Let's see. I'm 1 mana short of killing him here. Right? Because I could Mystical for Collective Brutality cycle, and I'd be 1 short. What else do I have in my deck? Oh, they're hitting a Cradle next turn, too. Nissa would give, for each forest you control and gain trample. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't have another counter in my hand, do I? Or in my deck, do I? Brutal. So end of turn Brazen because they hit it. Man, that's pretty unlucky, I think. Wait. Oh, they're going for Fairy. So they have to upkeep the Brazen? Okay, I guess they were planning around a counter that way. I do want to cycle and gain 2 in response. Gosh, so close. 1 mana off. Yeah, I think it is just Dismember, right? Mana Crypt on top. So do I let them keep the Courser? I think I have to kill it. And hope they don't play around a Daze now. But they're gonna have infinite mana basically with the Cradle that they just drew. Tight game. I think we probably end up losing here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 12, 18, 24. Yeah, that's got to be more than lethal. Man, they had to hit exactly the Brazen. I guess I'm just not supposed to do anything and wait one more turn, though. There's no way Daze gets them at this point. They have Garrick and stuff. Yeah, I punted. I didn't need to cast the damn Time Spiral. Or Time Twister. We were so far ahead. That's a punt on me. All right. Well, shoot. Had the win and threw it away. Let's just go to the next game. Let's get them next time. All right, game 2 after my unfortunate punt in the first. We're going to have to take another mulligan here as, again, this hand just doesn't do anything. Brutality's nice and Mox is nice, but I'm not sure you can keep a hand like this. I guess it's probably close, though. You know what? I'm going to keep this. We have interaction for the first creature, as long as it's not carry added. We have a lot of good draws, so... Man, that would have been awesome to win on that mulligan to 4, though. Yep, that's a good card for us to see. Blow that up with our Sapphire. He also has a Mana Crypt in his deck, notably, but I guess he can't do anything with that right now. Mana Crypt and Mox. Oh, wow. Sure. I have the Daze. We can discard the Gear Hulk and then life it back. Okay, so he's going to Rabble Master me next turn. That's too bad. God, and he's got Rabble Master plus Cradle the following. Yikes. Brutal. Perfect. Okay. So I can actually wait for him to play the Oracle and then pop that off too. Because now I can death the Gear Hulk, and then Dismember will be in the graveyard for it. Nice, and he didn't even hit a land. Perfect. Okay, this is not so bad for us. I don't think we need to fire that off anytime soon. Drawing Revoker, so we don't want to play out the Sapphire yet. Need to find our Leovold first, or our Sheoldred. I don't remember, did I play out the Mox for him to see? I did. Okay, well, there you go. Last card in hand is Image on Gear Hulk. Well, that wouldn't do anything, but just give a 5/6. So that's not the worst case scenario. I mean, I think I wait a few turns to see what I draw first. Or what we both draw. Oh, come on! That's so sick. Wow, what a top deck. Okay. That's so frustrating. And now I basically have to do it. Good beats. Hey, what can you do? For example, I could have ripped like Worm Coil Engine, you know, and that would have been good, but top deck Minskin Boo is just so brutal. I mean, come on. Gosh, should have won the mulligan to 4. Gonna get crushed on this one. Not much you can do. But cry, I guess. Crying is a good choice. Redrew the Pest Infestation. Alright. We did. GG's. So I threw the first game, but that second game there was just not much I could have done. Let's see if I can pull off a 2-1, and we will go to the final round. And now we get to play against LSV himself. Don't forget, you can check out his stream, or not stream, his YouTube channel as well. I don't know if he's recording this one. He usually does, but he's been putting out a ton of content. Man, these mulligans! He is on like a 4-color land soup deck. I guess I keep this and cry. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, that's a nice draw. I think here I do like taking a peek at his hand. He's got like Mindslaver and stuff, Mana Leak, Ren. Okay. He doesn't have a green source for... Oh, are you kidding? Does this kill Planeswalkers? Yes, it does. So I'm not gonna daze here. We just get to pop it off. Oh, actually. Maybe it's better to Leo. It's probably better just to Leo here. Sick Forest off the top, bro. What if he slams the mana drain and just says the YOLO? If he has that in his deck, we're probably not in a good spot if we let that resolve, eh? Workshop? He drew Workshop for Slaver? God damn it, dude. This game is so troll. I mean... Bright side? So if I Sparas here, he can FOP for 0/5. I guess I might just draw a land anyways, though, so let's run it out. Last card in his hand is an island. The Mindslaver isn't actually that bad. Alright, he didn't go for it. Alright, so he's going to take my next turn. I'm so far ahead, I'm actually not going to draw a card. And I know that seems weird, but it feels right. Okay, Cryptic was a little bit annoying because he's going to be able to bounce one of my creatures if he wants to, but that's not even that bad. I wouldn't be surprised if he just... Well, no, he needs to get the Cryptic out of my hand, otherwise he can't win. Otherwise, Foff 0 seems tempting, but... Oh, okay, he is going to Foff 0. Oh, yeah, Inquisition doesn't matter. He could almost take just the Inquisition and Inquisition my Cryptic, but... 0-5. Tap, pass. Alright, if that's the entirety of the Mindslaver, then I cannot be upset. That is a good result for us. Obviously, we have him dead on board here. We have Cryptic in hand, so... Okay, you have one card. What was that? Oh, was that... Wait. Oh, he can regrowth the Cryptic and with the LED use it. Okay, so he gets to steal one more of my turns. Sweet. It's Dirtle, but it's working. Again, I don't want to give him extra cards. Alright, that... Probably, so I guess Cryptic my own Sholdred. Yeah. Sure. Alright, good luck on your draw. Phew! Jeez, la frickin' wheeze. Okay. Punted one, but maybe we can win another here. I wonder if Murktide is just another, like, thread is okay versus him. Dismember seemed kind of medium. Let's double check what my teammates know of LSV's build. Oh, he's got Tracker. Yeah, he's got the Merit Lage, Thespian Stage. He has Urza's Saga. Mind's Desire, Mana Drain. I mean, I don't actually think the Dismember's that impressive versus him. This could actually be a match where the Upheaval sets him back so far. I don't think he has a fast bond. The double black is the only thing that concerns me on the Gix. I think I'm going to bring in the Regent. Maybe just cut the Grizzlebrand reanimate plan, since I only have one way to do that anyways, and it's so expensive. Alright. My team is currently up 4-2, and it's first to 5 wins in Team 3v3. Obviously cannot keep that hand, it's way too nothing. We can keep that hand. I'm actually going to pitch one of the swamps. This is going to be a nice screw you hand. Inquisition turn 1, Dark Ritual into whatever turn 2. Oh, he has an Echo and a Wheel in hand. I guess I just take the regrowth and say, if you rip a mountain again on me, you are the best. Don't you dare do it, sir. Okay. I think I do it. Did hit the echo. Inspired ultimatum in hand. Oh, that's not a land that produces mana! But I also did not draw anything. Oh no. Oh no! Come on, dude! This is too good. Now he's so far ahead. Oh, well. Ah. I love it. Everything you're doing over there, I love it. Ay, ay, ay. He's gonna fire off the echo. I'm just so far behind. Oh, maybe wait another turn. He drew a land. Oh my gosh, are you absolutely kidding? This is just absurd levels of unluckiness. Ah, luck, skill, victory, they say. Hey, we're live. Kind of. Trinket Mage for LED first. Maybe that's what he's gonna go for. Oh, Mox Jet, okay. So what can I tutor for that can really get him here? I don't have a way to eat the graveyard. I could go get Frantic Search. That seems right. Oh, I can just go get... Oh no, I don't want to grab Time Twister, that's silly. Damn. Okay, I get to punish him if I... get my Exhume card. Did not find the Exhume card, however. Shrug, Shoulder and Time Twister. Say go! Man, we had to get so crazy unfortunate there. Let's see the draw 7 now, right? Yeah, here we go. Oh, this is not the time. This is the ultimatum! Actually, did I know he had that? I could have known he had that, right? So maybe I wasn't supposed to take those. Well, now he doesn't even have a reason to echo. I can draw Snap for Time Spot or Time Twister. Okay. Mox Jet was already grabbed, so this is the LED. Crop rotation, that's going to get Merit Lage. Yep, Thespian Stage. I think we're on a 0-outer. Alright. Well, that was a very weird game. I don't think that's a normal game. I think we had to get pretty unfortunate there for the run out to be like that, but hey. Good beats. Let's go to game 3 versus Luis. And I hope we get to see his side of things on a future video. Oh no. It's so close to a keep. But I don't think you can. I mean, if I do and I just don't draw anything relevant, we insta-lose. Ah. Probably a little bit too good to not keep, though, if that makes sense. It's really weird. Well, secret's out. I'll do it. I'll daze it. We have 2 talismans and a monolith, so I think that's fine. Okay. So we're going to lead on the blue talisman since we drew the cryptic. We can thirst the tracker next turn. Okay. There's Thespian Stage. So I'm going to need to find another blue source if he finds, what you call it? Dark Depths. I guess I could also go... I could have went Talisman Leovold here, but... Just don't depths me this turn, please. Regrowth the tracker. Okay. Play the tracker. He's gonna play the land from hand, though. So keep the Pentad Prism clean. Interesting. Well, we get to Leo, and then next turn we have access to Cryptic, so that's not the worst. Never blocking here. Ooh, Snapcaster was a great draw too. Ah, he had the crop rotation for it. Well, if he has a counter, he gets me. But we can bounce the Lage. Nice. Okay, still in this. So remember, he can sack 1 on my turn to still draw a card, since Leovold only says they can't draw more than one each turn, but not specifying the fact that, yeah. That's pretty good. It's main phase Foth and then Time Warp. That's a lot of goodies, my friends. That's a lot of goodies. Pretty sure we're gonna take, well, we'll see. I guess it really depends. That was an insane fact or fiction here. Yeah, so we grab the upper pile. Sapphire. Can I tutor Frantic? Tutor Frantic, discard. That's awkward. Should I play around a counter here as well? I mean, I have so many good things I can do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 if I want to. I guess we'll just lead on the Time Warp. See if it resolves. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is going to be 2 plus 5, so I'm only going to have 2 mana left over post. Can I win with turning all my lands into creatures? That might work too. Oh, it'll get 4 lands. Let's see, I'm gonna hit him for 3, hit him down to 9. And I'm gonna have... Yeah, that should be lethal. So he can sack 1 clue here. Brain freeze for 4? What the heck? Okay, so we draw 1. And then we mill the rest. Okay. I guess we can draw 1 more. That's fine. Hit the Time Warp. Dude, what a funny way to win. The life 1/1 land tokens. Woo! And we steal the match versus Luis. Take that. And I think with that, it's also a team win. So Got him. That was a fun one. I mean, I thought I drafted it a little bit awkwardly, but pulled off the 2-in-1 with just some super solid cards, right? Time Twister, Leo, Sholdred. All right, feels good. Thanks for watching, everybody. And again, you can check out Luis's videos. He uploads a daily Vintage Cube video as well. Hopefully he uploads the reverse of this one on his channel, LSV. So thanks for watching. We'll see you back tomorrow. Bye-bye.